right, now I want you to make a horizontal line near the top. Horizontal line near the top. And then another horizontal line in the middle. Then another horizontal line in the middle. Okay? And then another vertical line on the edge. So you should have a vertical line here, a vertical line here, a horizontal line here, and a horizontal line here. So I want you to ask everybody, what do they find easy about japa? What do they find hard about japa? What do they find easy about kirtan? And what do they find hard about kirtan? Now you can think about actually just doing it, like the physical mechanics of it. You know, is it hard to remember to go on to the next beat? Is it hard to think? Which group are you in? And you can think about like playing the instruments. Okay. Okay. So what I'd like you to do now is I'd like whoever is the leaders. I'd like whoever is the leaders. By the way, if you want kids to be quiet, never shout, always whisper. Seriously, when you shout, they just shout louder. If ever you want people to be quiet, whisper. Then they have to be quiet or they can't hear you. And then they'll all be quiet. See? Yeah? Okay. So I'd like all the leaders to come up here with the papers, and everyone else, you can go back to sitting with whoever you want to sit with. If you've come here to be with your friends, and the leaders come up here. Okay, I'd like you leaders to, if you could compare your notes, and you guys all move back. Move back. You compare your notes. Sit down for a minute, and all you guys sit down for a minute together. Sit down for a minute and compare your notes and see what you have the same and what you have different. Okay, the rest of you can move back. Were you the leader? Okay, you can move back. Move back. You can get out of groups. Move back. Move back. Move back. Move back. Now you want to go sit with your friends? Okay, can you guys all sit so you're facing forward? So change the way you're sitting so you're facing forward. Move back more. Move back more. Move back more. Move back a little bit more. Move back a little bit more. There you go. So were you able to look at all of them yet? What did you find? Did anybody find the same things?
They're finding distractions.
You were the leader? Oh, well then where'd you go? You weren't here. Oh, there you go. That's what happens when you don't show up. Somebody else takes over.
It's easy to remember Krishna.
Okay.
To chant the name, to keep going, and chant with
So you're the leader of the leaders. That's cool.
It's easy to divert our attention while chanting.
When you say it's easy to divert your attention, that's something that should have gone in the hard category.
It's easy to do.
Yeah, but what we meant was what it's easy. We meant what's easy to do right. That's what we meant. We didn't mean what's easy to do wrong. That's so funny.
Do you have anything easy in the job?
Okay, well I could take one and just check with everybody. Why don't I do that? Okay. All right. Guys, I don't have a microphone today. I had a microphone yesterday, but I don't have a microphone today. So you're really going to have to help me so that when I give the Sunday feast class, I don't go because I don't have any voice left. All right? Is that okay with everybody? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to just look at all these. Maybe I'll take all of them together. Okay? Why don't you just give me everything? And thank you, leaders, and thank you, leader of the leaders. And you'll get your notebook back. Don't worry, I won't steal them. They're nice notebooks. Maybe I should. Okay. You guys can sit down. So you can sit down there so you can face me. So easy to finish japa on time. Why don't you move back? All the way back. There you go. Easy to finish japa on time. Wow. Who agrees with that it's easy to finish japa on time? Who agrees that it's easy to finish japa on time? Okay. Now this was the funniest thing I've ever heard. Easy to divert your attention. So that means I didn't do a very good job as a teacher, because what I meant easy, I meant what things is it easy to do right, not what things is it easy to do wrong. So that should have been in hard. And someone else, easy to forget to say the mantra properly. So that was supposed to be in the hard category, not in the easy category. All right, let's see what else we have easy for japa. Easy to pull the beads. Okay, that's good. I know a lot of people who don't find that. Who finds it easy to pull the beads? Okay, good. Easy to remember the mantra. Who finds it easy to remember the mantra? Okay, good. Then we have easy. It's easy to start japa. That's interesting. Who finds it easy to start chanting japa? Okay. To say the mantra, we have the same thing, moving the beads. Oh, I like this one. I think this is the best one. Easy to say you can do japa. Do you understand that? Right? So it's not easy to do it, but it's easy to say you're going to do it and then not do it. I'm not even going to ask you guys about that. Easy to chant the name. Well, that doesn't really say anything. If I say, what's easy about chanting the name? And you say, what's easy about chanting the name is it's easy to chant the name. That's like when you ask your parents, why can't I do this? And they say, because I said so. So, it's easy to keep going. Who feels with japa it's easy to keep going? Wow, that's nice. Wow. Easy to chant with love. Who thinks it's easy to chant japa with love? Wow, I'm impressed with that. Some people say it's easy to chant every day. Who thinks with japa it's easy to chant every day? Just a few of you, okay. Oh wow, this is interesting. Easy to chant japa fast. Who thinks it's easy to chant japa fast? Does that window open, by the way? I'm just like dying over here. Okay, now this is interesting. Easy when everyone else is chanting japa. Oh, that's an interesting one. So japa is easy when everyone else is chanting japa. Who agrees with that? Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. And it's easy to chant japa when you don't have distractions. Who agrees with that? All right. Okay, easy to move fingers to say the name, easy to remember the name. Who finds it easy to remember the name when they chant? Someone says it's easy to remember Krishna when they chant japa. Who finds it easy to remember Krishna when they chant japa? Oh, and someone said it's easy to chant japa for a long time. Who thinks it's easy to chant japa for a long time? Anybody? Well, at least one person thought that. All right, now let's see what we find hard about japa. Okay, this is a very honest person. It's hard to find time in the day. Who finds it's hard to find time in the day for their japa? Wow. Okay. All right. Do you know that that's a problem that your parents probably have too, right? Right. I bet you all know how to solve that problem too, don't you? Do you all know how to solve that problem, right? You don't? You don't know how to solve that problem? Hey guys, I know I have a terrible voice and so you want me to lose it. I know I just have this really ugly voice so you want to talk over me and so I'll lose my voice, but I don't want to lose my voice. And I'm sure the people coming to the Sunday feast won't want to hear me sounding like a frog because I had to yell over you. So, the solution to finding enough time is that you have to make it important. Yeah. It's like you always find time to eat, right? Yeah, it's like that. Hard to move to the next bead. Some people get stuck on one bead. Okay, concentrating. I've seen adults who do that too. Who finds it hard to concentrate when they chant? Yeah, even Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita said he had a problem with that. Who finds it hard to connect with Krishna? Okay. Oh, this is something, I was even talking to a devotee last night and she said that she hadn't finished all her rounds. It was already 20 after 9. And I said, go finish your rounds. And she said, if I try to chant now, I will simply fall asleep. So who finds that sometimes they fall asleep when they're chanting? All right, that can be a problem, huh? Okay, these people say it's hard to cry for Krishna. How many people find this hard to cry for Krishna? All right. And we have another falling asleep and getting distracted. Okay, so these people say it was easy to start but hard to finish. So I'm not quite sure what that means, that it's hard to finish. Maybe hard to finish a certain number of rounds? They lose interest halfway, okay. And this person said it was hard to get bored. But I don't think that's what they meant. But I think what they said that it was boring. Does some of you ever find chanting boring? Whoever finds chanting boring? Okay, thank you, honest people. I appreciate the honesty. It's very nice. You know, we can't... Should I separate you guys? It's been like the 5th time. So 6th time, I'll ask you to sit separately. Okay? Up to you. I had to do that once in a university class. Seriously. I was once giving a class at a university, and some of the students kept talking, and they wanted me to have a question and answer period, and I said no, because these students kept talking the whole time. And the professor says, we want you to do question and answer period. So actually it was a big room, I don't know, like 700,000 students. So I actually walked over to the students who'd been talking during my lecture. They were adults, you know. And I said, you sit there, and you sit there. Yeah, I actually did that. I'm pretty cheeky. So how many of you have, you can blame it on the fact that I grew up in New York City. Most people there were kind of cheeky. So how many of you have problems concentrating during japa? Okay, good to have honesty. All right, very good. Try not to fall asleep, we have. Getting tired after saying the mantra too many times. Oh, this is interesting. To keep track of how many rounds. That's an easy solution, right? Just get counter beats. Right, there you go. And, oh, okay, I like this one. Fixing the mind. How many of you say that it's hard to fix the mind? All right. There's another person who says to keep count of how many rounds I've chanted. So just ask your parents to get you some counter beats for that. Not to think about other stuff while chanting. Ooh. Is that hard? Is that hard? Yeah, I think that's hard for most people. Oh, wow, this is a good one. That it's hard to chant japa when everyone else around you is talking. Do you find that hard? I find that really hard. You know, like I really like the person who said it was easier to chant japa. I'm sorry, look at that. That's terrible. When the person who said it's easier to chant japa when everyone else around you is also chanting. Yeah. But if everyone else is doing other things, then that's really hard. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, here we have a very honest person. It's hard to chant japa with electronic devices. Who has this problem? Yeah, right. Somebody said that's why your finger sticks out of your bead bag, so you can play with your phone while you're chanting. Of course, that's also a very easy solution, isn't it? What's the easy solution to that one? Throw away your iPad. I don't think your parents would like that one. What's an easy solution? Yeah? Put your iPad in another room, yeah. And maybe lock the door and give somebody else the key. Okay, we have another one about sleeping. Oh, this is interesting. Pronunciation. How many of you feel it's hard to pronounce clearly when you chant japa? Okay, so a few of you. All right, let's look at kirtan. So what's easy about kirtan? To play. I think that must mean to play instruments. Maybe it means it's easy to play around in the kirtan. I don't know. To have fun. How many of you think it's easy to have fun in a kirtan? Okay. How many of you find it's easy to dance in a kirtan? Oh, it's easy to get tired. Oh, here's someone who says it's hard to keep the timing. Do any of you find it's hard to keep the timing? You know what you can do if it's hard to keep the timing? You can play jump rope, not during the kirtan. But if you ever played jump rope? You never play skip rope. Skip rope. Right? Or did you ever play skip rope with two people hold ropes and they have two different ropes and they're going in two different directions? Have you ever done that? Okay, and then you have to go in and you have to go out? You ever done that? So if you haven't done that, any of you that have any trouble with the timing in a kirtan, if you sometimes play skip rope where you have two people and two ropes and they're going and you go in and go out, it'll teach you timing and rhythm. It'll teach it to you really well because if you get it wrong, you fall over the rope. So you'll learn it very quickly. Okay, remembering different melodies. Who has sometimes trouble with remembering melodies? All right. Playing for a long time. Well, that makes sense, right? It would be exhausting. Who has problems remembering Krishna during kirtan? Any of you have problems with remembering Krishna during kirtan? Okay, here we find that it's easy to sing with someone, but that's kind of where kirtan is, right? Now, I like this one. It's easy to concentrate in kirtan when you put your mind into it. Who agrees with that? That they find it? I agree with that too. I find it really easy to concentrate on Krishna when I make an effort. When I say, okay, I'm going to make an effort. Okay, keeping in tune. Anybody have trouble with keeping in tune? Okay. By yourself. Singing in front of people. That's for the people who'd rather be in the back. All right. Oh my goodness, I love this one. What's hard is getting drenched in sweat of the person next to you. That's great. I like that one. That person should get a sweet ball or something. Okay. When there's a hard tune. Oh, isn't that awful? When the kirtan leader sings a really hard tune and you can't follow it. Especially go, Hare, and you're like, are they doing a kirtan or a performance, you know? And then sometimes you have a person leading the kirtan one way and then the people respond, but nobody gets the tune, and everybody responds in a wrong tune. Isn't that awful? It's so awkward, you know, right? Especially when you're leading. Right? You're leading and you're singing a different tune, and people try for 2 seconds and then they give up, and so they go to a tune that they know, right? Getting bumped. Does that happen here? I guess you have a small temple room. Yes. So you get bumped. That really happens like in India. You get really, not only get bumped, you get pushed. Okay. Oh, with the slokas I don't know. How many of you sometimes have trouble in kirtan with slokas you don't know? Yeah. That's a problem, isn't it? And you know, there's an easy solution to that. There's just that in kirtan we don't sing things that people don't know. Or we give out pieces of paper, or we have something, right? Losing interest too quickly. Oh, wow, well, we're going to look at that in a minute. Reading bhajans. Oh, okay, that's the same kind of thing, things you don't know. Learning new bhajans. Oh, playing instruments in a fast kirtan. Anybody have difficulty with that? Okay. Okay, you guys, you can take these back, whoever these are. All right, and if all you leaders could go back into the crowd. All right, so I need now mridanga players and kartal players and harmonium player. If you lovely ladies could go back in the rest of the group. So who's going to be my mridanga player? We had him. You're the mridanga. You're a harmonium player, right? You can go by the harmonium. Who's my mridanga player? Okay, we have 2 mridangas, but we don't have a mridanga player. Who's going to play mridanga? You're going to play one? Anybody else can play mridanga? Do we have any other mridanga player? And kartals? Where do we have kartals? Can you sit back? Not here. Can you sit back there? You have kartals too? Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do a little experiment here. We're going to do a little experiment here, and we're going to find out how we feel. So for this, we're not going to be in a group. We're each going to be doing it ourselves. So if very quietly, each of you could get out a pencil and paper, because I'm going to want you to just take a little bit of notes here. Okay, who do I have here who's a good singer? Who do I have here that's a really good singer? Who can sing a very simple tune that everybody can follow? You're a good singer? Can you sing a very simple tune? Like a really, really simple tune? Are you a good singer? Yes. Can you sing a very simple tune? Like really, really simple that everybody can follow for sure? Just the Hare Krishna. Okay?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Is that okay? Did everybody know that one?
Yes.
Everybody know that one?
Yes.
Okay. So first we're going to do sitting with no instruments at all. Okay? And I want you to just go through the mantra 3 times and everybody respond. And I want you to think about these. All right? I want you to think about these. Okay? Go ahead. Start.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Think about how you felt that with no instruments. Think about how you felt with the mood. You can give it 0, 1, 2, or 3 stars. You can give it no stars, 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars. Okay, now with our cartel players. Can we get our cartel players? Cartel players? Okay, again, same tune, 3 times. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, mark that one. 0, 1, 2, 3 stars for each of them. This is how you feel. There's no right answer. So if you look at somebody else's answer, this is for you. There's no grade on this. This is for you to do some inner exploration. Okay, our Mridanga players, no cartels, just Mridanga. Okay? Mridanga players ready? Yes? Okay?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Everybody rate that one, 0, 1, 2, or 3 stars. Okay, just harmonium. How many stars are you going to give that one? And we're going to have to do something different here because we have run out of time. Okay, what I would like to have done would have been to try with different combinations of instruments, but I'm supposed to have been in the temple room 2 minutes ago, so we're just going to do 2 more. So let's have all the instruments, harmonium, kartal, mridanga, sitting down, and then we're going to do all the instruments standing up. Okay, back on the harmonium. Okay, kartals, mridanga, and harmonium. Yes, please. Hare Krishna, Hare any of you guys who didn't say one word of the mantra for the whole time, you have to give yourself 0 stars for that. So that was about 10 of you. So about 10 of you who didn't say one word of the mantra for any of the 3 mantras. So then you're going to be one more with the harmonium, so you can write that down. So then you have to give yourself 0 stars for that. Okay? So if you were playing, or if you were just spacing out, or sitting there with your mouth closed, then that means somehow you weren't really inspired in that kirtan. Okay, so this should be about you and how inspired you were to chant in that kirtan. So please be honest. This is for yourself. Okay, we're going to do one last one. And again, make sure that you're really paying attention to these things because you need to be honest with rating yourself afterwards. Now we're going to do a stand-up kirtan and no sweating on the person next to you. And with all 3 instruments. Is it good to stand up? Yeah. Feels good to stand up? Yeah, after a long sit. Okay, we ready? All 3 instruments, mridanga, kartals, and harmonium. And really pay attention to all these areas. Okay, go ahead. Okay, sit down and make that one. And again, be honest. Be honest. If you were playing or if you weren't chanting at all, you need to give it a 0. And how much were you? What was your mood? Did you have a good mood? What was your focus? And how much fun did you have? Okay, thank you very much. I would do a lot more with you, but I've run out of time. Can I just keep this on and go right to temple with this on? Thank you very, very much. I hope you all learned something more about yourself today. This was a class in learning more about yourself, learning more about how you feel about chanting Hare Krishna, so you can really think about how you would like to improve yourself and how you would like to go deeper into the Hare Krishna mantra. So I hope you've got some sense of what you're doing that you'd like to do more of and what you're doing that you'd like to do less of. And maybe next time I'm here we'll get to do some more things that are very different. All right? Thank you very much. You've all been a lot of fun.
Thank you very much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Three times. Thank you very much.
Here's our manager. What's your name?
My name is Chandra Vallabi.
Chandra Ballavi. Chandra Ballavi. Make sure you get some big project to manage.
Already I'm running now.
You know you need to do more. You need to do more. Okay. Thank you again. Hare Krishna.